Hello, and welcome to my tarot card reading for the fire signs Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This is a new format that I'm introducing for the month of August. August being the month of creativity. Hence, I'm doing something different, something a little bit creative. I got tired and bored of the old format, so I came up with this one, and I hope you like it. Let's start with the first advice that I'm going to give. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so you can't expect this to apply to your life 100%. Okay? Now, let's start with a general reading for you air signs. The air signs, the tarot cards, what they're talking about is there's a high tendency for you to be susceptible to feel a little bit down, or you feel like someone let you down. Let's put it like that. There's a tendency to feel a little bit like that. That's why you all fire signs are advised to seek advice, to be very careful, to analyze things carefully when you're taking decisions. Okay? Don't jump into conclusions. Don't act promptly. Don't act fast, quick. Always seek advice. Fire signs. You don't want to get hurt. You don't want to feel ashamed and then feel like you want to isolate. So be very careful with what you do, what you think, what you're going to do, any decisions that you're going to do, whatever you're going to say. Just be very, very, very careful. Try to be a little bit more structured in your life. Try to be a little bit more structured. Bring a little bit more seasoning to your life, meaning try to bring more experiences, enrich your life with more experiences, and project yourself a little bit more mature, more grown up. Let's put it like that. It is a possibility of you feeling a little bit melancholic, depressed, nostalgic. There's a high possibility there, because there's going to be a high possibility that you're going to start analyzing your inner world, my dear fire signs. And this is a general reading for all of you, and I hope that you enjoy the new format that is coming now. Aries, this reading is for you. What we have here is the Outcast, the Fool, the Three of Staff, and the Two of Pentacles representing Saturn and Capricorn. The energy that is here manifesting is about about projects. The main topic for you, or the magic words for you Aries, are actions, projects, actions and projects, decisions. So the energy is letting you know that you have to be very careful of what you do. Don't jump into conclusions. Don't jump into action. And this is a little bit difficult for Aries, because you Aries are very impulsive. Sometimes you just jump and then you think. This time the tarot cards are saying think and then jump, if it is if it makes sense. That's why the cards are letting you know this. This is the general energy that is that is manifesting in your life during the month of August. Try not to be too impulsive. Try to educate yourself. Try to find advice, a counselor, someone before you do anything. Just try to be a little bit careful. Don't be too impulsive, Aries. Now, all this energy. Now, how we can apply this in the following departments? Let's say health related. Don't be impulsive, and you have a high energy, and many of you probably like sports and you're jumping and doing things. So careful of what you do, where you run. Don't run down the stairs or up the stairs. Places that are a little bit dangerous, try to avoid them, because there's a high possibility for you to have problems with your knees. So be careful. You don't want a torn meniscus. Be careful. You don't want to fall and fracture your head, or have your head hit against something really solid and have some kind of problems in your skull. That's the best advice that I can give you during the month of August. Money-wise, employment, work related, what we could say, well, you have to avoid quick, impulsive decisions during this month, my dear Aries. Avoid that. Save money. Try to save. Apply a little bit of austerity in your life. Try to be a little bit more on the economical side. If you're going to buy something during this time of the year, try to be careful. Wait, and just try to decide if it is worth it or not, this kind of investment. Okay, don't be impulsive when it's related with money or decisions related with your job. Love related relationships, what we could say, once again, you're way too impulsive. If you want to impress someone, you want to attract someone, you want to look a little bit more mature, a little bit more organized, and you have experience in life, just try to bring forward that experience that you have in your life. Try to bring that hue of maturity, of experiences that you have been enriching your life with forward. So the person that is looking at you could say, interesting. I like this person. He projects stability, mature enough, but at the same time it has a very interesting hint of being impulsive and passionate and blah blah blah. You want to mix those things, my dear Aries. Okay, that's my advice for you, August 2013. Leo, August 2013. This is your reading. Here we have the moon, the 10 of cups. We have Jesus Christ representing the sun. We have the moon Pisces representing, or the cup of 9 representing moon Pisces. Notice that the moon is coming here, appears here, and it shows up also here. The moon in other cards represents Cancer. Cancer is closely related with family, and notice that this card number 10, it represents also a family, but this time is upside down. This card represents decisions that we have to take, but in other cards the sun represents happiness, this euphoric state of mind that you feel so happy that nothing can disturb this happiness. At the same time, you have to learn to live within the boundaries that you have, because the grass is always greener from where you stand. The grass from the other side always looks greener. I hope you know what I mean. And this is a kind of energy. This is a kind of energy that is telling us that there is a high propensity for you to feel a little bit sad, melancholic, a little bit depressed. You are going to be analyzing your inner life. There's going to be some kind of introversion in your life during the month of August, and you're going to be analyzing a lot your life in general. So there's going to be decisions that you're going to make, and you need to have a clear mind. Your emotions shouldn't be clouding your judgment, my dear Leo, during the month of August. How this affects you in different departments of your life? Well, what about health? Well, health related, my dear Leo, you have to be very careful with the cardiovascular system and problems with the blood related problems. That's a very big topic, because it could be anything related with blood. Okay, circulatory system, blood. It could be anything blood related. So just be careful, eat healthy, because your body will thank you for that. Try to relax, practice some meditation, yoga, whatever, because you don't want to end up in the hospital with a heart attack or some cardiovascular accident. Money, employment, this kind of department. What we could say with this energy? Well, first of all, remember that I always say family is also co-workers or anyone that you spend a lot of time together. And money-wise or job-related, you have to be careful. You don't want to be, or you don't want to feel deceived. You don't want to feel disappointed in the aspect of money. So money-wise, family and money, sometimes they don't mix that well. Okay, so you might be going through a situation that you might be disappointed. Probably you lend some money to some family members, some co-workers. Whatever you do, whatever decision that you take related with money and family, just be a little bit careful on the decisions that you make, because it might end up giving you some kind of big disappointment. If you're planning to do something with your job, I don't think this is the right time, the right moment, because there's a tendency for depression, melancholy, blah blah blah, and it might make a little bit your judgment a little bit blurred. Your love life, Leo. What we could say about love life and this tarot card reading, how it could manifest, or what advice can be given to you. Well, the thing is that, once again, just be very careful on the decisions that you take related with any relationship that you have. You have a girlfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, wife, husband, spouse, whatever you want to call it. Just be very, very careful on the decisions that you take, especially during the month of August. It might affect the dynamic of the relationship. Okay, there's a high propensity for you to feel a little bit sad, melancholy, depressed, and if you're a woman, you will feel like a little bit like you're having PMS. Let's put it like that. So just be very careful the decisions that you take during this time. You don't want to affect the dynamic of your family, the dynamic of any relationship at all. Okay, love life. There's high possibility that if you're in a relationship, it could be possible that someone is cheating on you and you end up taking a decision that it might lead you to a big disappointment and a little bit of depression, melancholy, blah blah blah. That's also a big possibility for you, Leo, August 2013. Sagittarius, August 2013. This is your reading. We have Ogun, we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Six of Staff, and the Sword, Seven of Swords, representing Venus and Aquarius. Okay, the energy that we have here, first of all, we have Jesus Christ walking in the donkey, and the card is upside down. He is walking victorious into Jerusalem, but here it is upside down. So it's kind of a shameful situation. The donkey, if you didn't know, in the past it was dedicated to a god that I forgot his name, and this god was related with sexuality. In order to keep him calm was with a donkey. So the fact that Jesus is walking into Jerusalem with a donkey, it is kind of a hidden message that the Bible is giving you, that in order to enter into Jerusalem, into some kind of spirituality, we need to learn how to control our sexuality. We can become slaves of sex. You can enjoy sex whichever you want in all the spectrum, all the colors. If you're kinky, that's up to you. But the thing is that you can't allow to this energy overcome and control your life. So when it's coming like this, what we're talking about is a situation where you're not successful. Okay, a shameful situation. And Ogun, it reinforces that reading of something that is shameful, or you feel that is shameful. Not necessarily it means that it's really shameful. It could be that you see it that way. It makes you feel like that way. The kind of situation that you might live during August 2013, might make you feel a little bit ashamed of what you did, what you say, or even what you felt or expressed. Okay? And a tendency to isolate. So just be very careful. Try to study. Try to analyze. Use the energy of Venus to analyze. Try to bring a little bit of balance in your life, Sagittarius. A little bit balance. Try to be a little bit more analytical. Analyze your environment, the atmosphere around you, your surroundings. Analyze all this. You don't want to do something, you don't want to say something that end up making you feel ashamed and pushing you into isolation. That's not healthy. Now, how all this energy manifests in different aspects of your life? Well, related with health, just be very, very careful. Pelvic problems and problems with your legs, starting from your hips all the way down to the ankles, all the pelvic area down to the ankles. Just be very careful during this time of the month, during this time of the year. There's a propensity that you might suffer in any area related with these body parts, from the pelvic area, hips down to the ankles. Money-wise, employment, Sagittarius, you have to analyze, you have to study. Don't trust anyone when it's money, especially during the month of August. Anything that is money related, don't trust anyone. Don't spend money a little bit crazy. You don't want to end up doing something that you might feel that you're stupid. You might feel ashamed or yourself. Whatever is the situation, just analyze before you give up some money, or even before you accept some money. Okay, be very careful with that. In the labor department is the same thing. Just be very careful what you accept from co-workers, your boss. Just very careful. Analyze everything. Love life. In the love life, again, you have to study. You have to analyze things very, very careful. Your surroundings, your atmosphere, your environment. Analyze everything. My dear Sagittarius, if you don't have a boyfriend, you don't have a girlfriend, you don't have a partner, well, where you have to look for a partner? Well, don't go to a bar. That's not the place, because Aquarius and Venus are together and they're bringing a very interesting social life, but it's different, a very different dynamic. Go to a museum, a zoo, something that you usually don't do. Break the pattern, my dear Sagittarius, and you might be able to find what you're looking for. That's why you have to be very careful. Analyze, study the surroundings that you are at during the month of August, and you might find love in a very different place, in a very different area that you never expect. And that's for you, my dear Sagittarius, August 2013.